Hey y'all, so I know it's been a couple of months since I posted a video and I do apologize for the absence, but I just needed a little bit of a break to be able to realign, readjust myself, but I am back. I'll be posting at least one new video a week along with shorts. I really do enjoy doing those, so when y'all leave questions in the comments, I'm just going to respond to them in the form of a short. But moving on into the video, so during my group coaching live stream, so if you're a part of my group coaching membership, we do a live stream once a month. And during that live stream, I was like, do y'all have any ideas for any videos? Like, what can I post about? And one of my members suggested doing a debunking myth video, and I got super excited. So, if you are part of the Discord community, if you're part of the free Discord, then I went in there and I asked the question like, hey, what are some myths y'all want me to debunk? Now, although I really didn't get a lot of myths to debunk in there, y'all were basically giving me like ideas for videos. I'm going to just pull from those ideas moving forward for the rest of this month. I'm going to just pull from those ideas for my next few videos. I also want to create a challenge for y'all, like a 7-day or 14-day challenge. So let me know in the comments what you want the challenge to be about, and I'll post a poll for y'all to vote in the Discord community. So if you're like, what's the Discord community? How do I get in there? You've never been. It's really just a community for you to like link with other like-minded people, share law of assumption, manifestation content, just share subliminals, like all kinds of good positive energy only. Okay, it is not a place to dwell and cry and think about your circumstances. No, it's a place to literally help you evolve, uplift you. That's my intention behind the Discord community. But if you're interested in joining it, look in the description below, click the link, and you'll be able to just come right in. So moving on into the myths that we're going to debunk, I have them on my phone, so I'm just going to read them off and then we're just going to talk about them briefly. Okay, so the first myth says you can't manifest the SP when you're with other people. I don't know who said that. I don't know where that came from, but you can do whatever you want in your world. It is your world. It is your reality. You can do any single thing that you want to do. Just because you're with one person doesn't mean you just automatically stop manifesting and now you can't manifest a single person because you're with this specific person. No. Like if that was the case, then your assumptions wouldn't reflect back for every single person in your reality. Remember, you're always manifesting, and when it comes to people, you are literally manifesting every single version of every person that you're experiencing in your life. So whatever you're assuming of that person, that's how it's going to be. Like that's how they're going to show up. So if you're in a relationship with SP1 but you want to be in a relationship with SP2, but somebody's saying you can't manifest SP2 because you're in a relationship with SP1, who said you can't have both SPs? It's your world. You can do what you want. So if you are in the position where you're like, well, I'm with SP1, so now I can't manifest SP2, then that is the reality that you're assuming, and that's what you're going to experience. So the mindset that you want to have is, I'm with SP1, but I desire to be with SP2. SP2 wants to be with me. SP2 only wants to be with me. SP2 is chasing me. Both of my SPs are so in love with me. That's the type of mentality that you want to have, and therefore your reality will reflect that back for you. Myth number 2 to debunk says being delusional will only make you crazy. You cannot live in your head. What do you do like 95 to 100% of the time? You are living inside of your head. You are always having thoughts all day long. You are having inner conversations. You are literally thinking all day long. Like unless you are in a moment where you have to be present, like if you're giving a presentation, if you're giving a speech, if you're having to actually think about what you're doing, then you don't have any thoughts going on. But other than that, you're always thinking. So how can you not live in your head if you're doing that literally majority of your day? Being delusional is one way of basically describing it, but if being delusional doesn't resonate with you, you are literally just creating your reality. Like your imagination is the real world. Your thoughts create your experience. Manifestation is a mental thing. It is you thinking thoughts, your dominant assumption, your most repeated thoughts. Those are the things that become physical matter in your reality. So if that's the case, you living inside of your head is not a bad thing. You being delusional, you thinking quite often about your desire as if you have it now, is you doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Because if you look at the flip side, if you're complaining about something, you're doing what? You're living inside of your head and you're complaining about something that you don't want to experience. Therefore, it's your dominant assumption. It's a repeated thought, and then it's a physical experience for you. So because you do that so effortlessly, because it is your nature right now to complain, make it your nature to always get what you want. Make it your nature for life to move exactly how you want it to move. But the only way you can do that is to take your awareness off of what's not going right and put your awareness on what is going right. But again, living in your head is not a bad, like, you do that anyway. Myth number 3, to improve, you always need to compare yourself to other people. I don't know if this one really is a part of like manifestation. Maybe it'll come out once I'm talking about it, but you never have to compare yourself to another person. Why would you compare yourself? And if you're comparing yourself in the form of lack, absolutely not. You don't want to look, let's say you want to be in a relationship. You don't want to compare yourself, if you're not in a relationship right now, to other people who are happily married and say, why me? Why do I not have the relationship? Look at them. They're so happy and I'm over here sad and I don't have a relationship. That's not how you want to compare yourself to other people. Don't look at somebody else having something that you want and then claiming you lack it. Instead, look at somebody having what you want and claim that you have it for yourself. So if somebody has the beautiful relationship, oh, I have a beautiful relationship too. I have a perfect SP just like that. I have a perfect marriage. I have a perfect boyfriend. I have a perfect girlfriend. Like, my person treats me just like that. I'm so happy to be so in love. I'm so happy to be in love. Like, that's the way that you want to basically describe what you're seeing to yourself. Because if you're comparing yourself from the state of lack, then you're creating lack. But if you compare yourself from the state of I have it, then you are creating the experience for you to have it. Myth number 4, seeing the opposite in your reality means you are not affirming correctly. In my opinion, it doesn't mean shit, okay? Like, if you're seeing the opposite in your reality, that means your old assumptions are playing out, your old beliefs are playing out. Like, that is, it's an old state of being, an old programming that's just been running on autopilot that you're seeing. But if you are diligently and consistently showing up as the new version of yourself, right, who has what you want, that's how you're thinking to yourself, that's how you're speaking, that's how you're moving through life, then that stuff that you see in your physical reality is going to go away. It is literally an illusion. I will never forget one of my members asked Chat to describe what an illusion is as if they were explaining it to a child, and Chat basically said it is a trick. That is it. Like, it's a trick. So when you see something in your reality that is not what you want, it's a trick. Don't fall for it. Like, I love that explanation so much because it's so easy. So I love the SP example, because if you have an SP and there's a 3P involved, when you see the 3P, they don't exist. Don't give it your awareness. Don't give it your attention. Because whatever you see in your reality, it doesn't mean that your affirmations are not working. It doesn't mean that, you don't have what you want or you're not going to get what you want. No, it just means to keep affirming, keep deciding, keep consistently showing up every day, being that version of yourself. That is all you have to do. Myth number 5, affirmations don't work if you don't believe them right away. How many times have you said something to yourself that you didn't care about, you didn't believe it, and it happened? You don't have to believe anything. How are you going to believe something that you've never even experienced? How are you going to believe that you have $1 million in the bank if you've never had $100,000 in the bank? How are you going to believe that you are in this most loving relationship if you've never had one before? How are you going to believe these things? You can't force that. In my opinion, you just can't force that. You just can't make that happen for yourself. You don't have to believe it. The only thing you have to do is repeat it. That is it. You didn't believe things at first, right? You didn't believe something and then you kept saying it to yourself over and over and over again, and then you started to believe it. Why? Because it either saturated your subconscious or because it became a physical experience for you and it automatically became a belief. Beliefs are formed in that way, and I learned that from Sammy. Beliefs are formed from you repeating something to yourself and then it becoming a physical experience, and now because you have physical proof of it, you believe it. It automatically becomes a belief. So if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be rich, if you want to be famous, if you want a booming YouTube channel, if you want an amazing life, whatever it is, and you don't believe it right now, that doesn't mean you're not going to have it. You just need to make it your dominant assumption. You need to keep saturating yourself with it using whatever technique. Doesn't matter. Just saturate your mind with, my life is so perfect. I have the perfect relationship. I have all the money in the world. I'm successful. I'm rich. I'm beautiful, whatever. But repeat that. Repeat it no matter what, whether you don't believe it or not, because it's super foreign to you. It's far off. So when you first tell yourself something, it might not even resonate. It might not feel right. It feels a little weird, feels a little off because it's not natural to you. But the only way that you can make it natural to you is to repeat it. So you don't have to believe it, just repeat it. Okay, and the last myth that I'm going to debunk for y'all is you have to be perfect to manifest. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that you have to be perfect, you have to be high vibrational, you have to be positive 100% of the time. And we're human, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have feelings, we have emotions. You may have a moment where you dwell, you may have a moment where you crack, you cry, whatever. You don't have to be perfect to manifest a single thing. You just have to consistently be that version, right? Your dominant thoughts creates your reality. Say it with me. My dominant thoughts create my reality. That is it. Your dominant thoughts create your reality. So whatever you are dominantly thinking, whatever you are persistently thinking, consistently thinking, that is your reality. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be squeaky clean. You don't have to be perfect and try to be this all-star citizen to manifest a single thing. Because if that's the case, all these terrible, low energy, low vibrational people wouldn't be having what they want, wouldn't be getting what they want. And they still do, because you don't have to be perfect. There is no perfection that really exists. Everybody is perfect in their own way, but you don't have to be this super vibrational, crystallized person to manifest a single thing. Just decide on what you want. Repeat those thoughts to yourself as if it's true right now, no matter what, and it's going to materialize for you. Okay, y'all, so those are all the myths that I'm going to be debunking today. If you have any video suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments for me. If you have any questions about law of assumption, manifestation, leave those down below as well. I'll respond to them in the form of a short. If you feel like you're someone who's not a consistent person, you don't have a routine, you need some type of structure in your manifestation life, I did create a 30-day consistency workshop. The link for that is going to be in the description below. Other than that, I appreciate you all so very much. If you watched this video until the end, thank you, and I will see y'all in the next video.